class.
Alright class, so our topic is all about argumentative communication. So when we say argumentative communication, it is all about the exchange of factual reasons based on realities and actualities, and not based on your emotions and feelings. Wherein the rational communicators do the best that they can do in order to justify their standpoints or point of view. And also, it will help individuals to express their ideas and opinions effectively and persuasively inside the classrooms. For example, a discussion, a debate in the public speaking persuasively and effectively. Next is that argumentative communication involves reasons, evidence, logical explanations, and counter-arguments or opposing views. This follows is a big help in having a argumentative communication in order for you to successfully convince your audience. Because if these are not exist in your argumentative communication, it is not strong enough to convince your audience. This follows will be tackled by my groupmate, and that's all for my part.
I will be discussing about the elements of argumentative communication. So the first one is claims. Claims are statements about what is true or not, or what should be done or believed. So claims can be factual, value-based, and policy-based. When we say factual, what is true or not. And when we say value-based is what is good or bad. And when we say policy-based is what should be done or believed. And also claims is the main point that is trying to argue or to prove in your communication. And then the next one is evidence. Evidence is the factual information that supports your claim. So it can be facts, data, examples that support your claims. And it helps the argument more stronger and convincing to your audience. And that's for my part, and the continuation of the elements of argumentative communication will be Ms. Rosalba Ferrer.
So now let's proceed to reasoning. Reasoning is the part where you explain how your evidence support your argument. It brings facts or data to your main idea, showing why your argument makes sense. Like for example, you will be claiming to yourself that you have a daily exercise to improve your mental health. So your evidence there is that your study shows that exercise reduces stress hormones like cortisol or releases endorphins. So your reason there means that exercise directly affects to your brain chemistry to help yourself to be calmer and happier. Now, let's proceed to counter-argument. A counter-argument acknowledges what the opposite side might say and explain why it's not convincing. Like for example,
for the examples. First, for spoken, we have the debate. Debate is a structured discussion or argument in which the participants express their views on a specific topic, issues, and solution. And for the writing, we have the argumentative research paper. It's a type of academic writing in which the author takes a clear stance on a controversial or debatable issue and support it with evidence, logical reasoning, and counter arguments. That's all. Thank you.
Alright class, since we are already done to our discussion, now please get 1/4 sheet of paper because we'll be going to have a activity. So for test 1, it is A, identification, and for the test 2, it would be A, enumeration. Thank you.